Hi, welcome to the first ever video for the Lioness art club. I'm talking a bit louder because I don't know how good this microphone is, so I may have to just sort of just go with it. What I'm going to do today is just show you how just by everyday objects you could create something just to see. I'm just going to look at patterns really. So I've got a few things on here that I'm going to draw around and go from there really, and then I'm going to do some patterns inside it. So what you might need is a pen or a felt tip, or it doesn't matter what colour it is, but something quite solid, like a solid colour, not pencils, but like this, or a biro. Don't worry about making a mistake. There's no right or wrong, and all we're doing is playing. This is definitely to just sort of see how you get on. You don't need any experience at all to do this, as long as you can hold a pen and got a bit of paper. I've got this book that I'm going to keep everything in so I can see what I've done and when. So it's always a bit scary looking at a blank piece of paper, because I sort of worry, what am I going to do? So if you've got some kind of exercise book or plain paper, you can even do this on lined paper. It doesn't have to be blank. I mean, I've used whatever paper you've got. You could actually even do it on newsprint, or you know, anything really. A bit of our wallpaper, back of our wallpaper, or something like that. You don't have to be precious about it. Right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw around my hands. Some people may have done this already who've come to the groups in the past. So I'm just going to draw around my hand. I'm not doing it in pencil, as you can see. I'm just doing it in pen, and it doesn't matter if I go a bit skew with, or if it goes wrong. It doesn't matter really. All right. So please don't ever think, oh, that my thumb looks a bit fat, or my hands, or my fingers. It's not about that. Please don't judge it. It's just drawing around the hand, okay? The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw around. I've got some keys here. So if I'm going to take a key off, which is always a bit tricky, isn't it? But I'm going to try this. And then what I'm going to do, I've got my key, and I'm just going to put it anywhere. And then I'm going to try and draw around it. Oops, just draw around my finger a bit. Doesn't matter though. Okay. It is a bit tricky sometimes, this, but all I'm doing is drawing around a key. I'm only sort of doing a shape. You know. And then I might do some circles. Oops. There, I'll do some circles. I might do the circle in there. So I'm going to cross it over actually. So it'd be really good if you could, any objects you do use, is try and cross them over. So I haven't done that there, but what I might do is do another one, because I've decided to do something a bit different. And I'm also going to do the middle bit there that I didn't do earlier. But like I said, it's not any right or wrong. Okay, so now let's see. Right, okay, so that's crossed over. I could do another one actually if I wanted, couldn't I? Yeah, that'd be quite nice. What I'll do is that, oops, there we are, going round. Like I said, it doesn't matter if it moves or anything, just put it back roughly. Like I said, I'm going to fill in these bits anyway, and I haven't done that, so I'll put that back on there roughly and put a hole there. Okay, so I've got a key, I've got that, and then I might do a circle. So I'm just going to draw around this. It can be a jam jar, it can be anything, a tin. Doesn't have to be anything like this is a sharpener, just to collect the bits. Some people have got an art pack. And then the other thing I was wondering about, has it got some sellotape or something? Oh, it's over there. So excuse me a minute, I need to get up because I didn't plan. So I'm moving over and just getting some sellotape and things that I got. So here we are. So if you've got sellotape, or this is like would be sort of the size of a tin, really, wouldn't it? But like I said, any shapes. Have a look round your room and see what you could put in. Alright, so I've got now, and I might do another one, and I'm making sure I've overlapped them apart from that one, so I might just overlap that. So they all should be connected somehow. Alright, I'm just not even thinking too much about it. What else could I use? I might put the other hand in, so I might turn it upside down. Oh, scissors, we could use some scissors, that'd be good. So I'm gonna, because these are safety scissors, so that's okay. Obviously, if they're really sharp, I'm not going to be holding on to them. But, because I'm a bit accident prone with stuff like that. So I'm just going to overlap it like that. Alright, so I'm just drawing around some shapes. Not thinking too much about it. It's like tracing, isn't it, really? Because we've all done tracing many years ago, maybe at school. Or I don't know about you, but I was always drawing around my hand. See, it's moved a bit, but it doesn't matter. I'll just do that. There we are. All right. Then I might do another hand. So I'm going to turn it upside down, because or I'll do it that way actually. See? And then let's move things out the way. So can you see what I've done there? I've just moved it around, and it becomes a bit more sort of abstract. It means it hasn't got any set sort of it's not like a landscape or anything where you're drawing a house and maybe some fields or something like that people do. This is just sort of lots of different line shapes. Can you see what I've done here? And then I've got some spaces here, so I might leave those. Or what I could do is get a ruler, if I can remember where I put my ruler, or a straight edge. I mean, I've used a pencil before now, or pen, and just try and do some straight edges, so I might do that, see, and then I might do that there to there, then I might do this. I'm making it up as I go along. I've not planned any of this. I've just sort of, oops, it's hard to do pencil rolls, but it doesn't matter. The main thing is you get like this ink line drawing. Can you see? This ink line drawing will eventually look quite, so once it's all filled in, I'm hoping. Alright, so I'm just sort of trying to fill up the space a bit, because I'm going to colour in each section. So what I'll do, I'll put the pen on, I don't need that now. Alright, I'm going to take a colour, and then all I'm going to do is just colour in that part. So you know, like these books where they have they're called art therapy books, and it's colouring in for adults, maybe. Think of it like that. And I'm just pressing lightly on it. I'm not doing it very hard. I'm not going like that, making it. I'm just doing it lightly because it covers it quicker. So where else could I do it? So wherever the line, wherever it's these lines are sort of like, think of it like fences. Okay, so wherever I meet a fence, that's where I finish. Okay, so that's a fence there. So I'm not now looking at it like hands, keys or anything like that. That doesn't matter anymore. All I'm doing now is just colouring in. I learnt this actually, one of these from I used to work with the head of art, and he did this project where it had everything that overlapped, and it had codes. But I just like playing with shapes and drawing round. But I thought it was a really good idea and really easy for anyone to have a go at. And like I said, there's no right or wrong. See what I'm doing? So I'll change a colour because I'm getting a bit bored with that purple, and I'll do another one. Alright, so I've got this. So you might need some yellow pencils. Obviously, if you're doing some artwork, you might have some pencils. If you've been to the Lioness group, the Lioness on the Lioness course, hopefully you would have received, we did give a pack for everybody who came, usually in the second session, with some materials in, including pencils and a sketchbook and things like that. So as you can see, I'm just carrying on now. Okay, Now that's quite, it can be quite relaxing. This is a big space here, so I don't know if I can bother doing one colour on there. So what I might do is do something a bit freehand. If you're really not sure, you could use a pencil and then go over it again if you don't like it, but you could do like swirly lines, alright, and then go over it like that. Yeah, see what I've done? And then I can rub it out. Hopefully you've got a pencil with a rubber on. We tried to give everyone a pencil with a rubber on. There we are. Okay, so, and then I might do another line alongside it like this, and gradually I'm building it up. There's not, like I said, there's no right or wrong. And then I might do some circles, and if I can't draw some small circles, I could use that, I suppose, or I could just do some diamond shapes. So again, I might, if I'm not sure, or I want to use a ruler, I can, or a straight edge, or, you know, like you can use any sort of straight edge that you can find, and then maybe do some diamond shapes, you know, like that. But I'll do these, and I'll just do those like there, and eventually this will really build up into a really good pattern. Okay, so I have got one I've done earlier, quite a while ago, which I'll go and get now. So let's see if I can find it, if I remember where it is. It's going to be really, really useful to have a go at. This is, I just used some, these were just like little stencil things I did, and some of these, half of it, I drew a line there. Again, this was from Adam, who was the head of art where I worked, and he did half black and white, which I thought was really effective. So if you don't really want to do it all colour, you could do that. Just split half of it as one line, and where, like I said, wherever the fences are, that's where you don't go over them. You just start with a different pattern, and it's doodling really. There's no right or wrong. And here you can see I used felt tips that I had, some highlighters that I had. Just see what's around. Even if you haven't got some colours, you could do it all black and white with lots of different patterns like swirls, or, and it's not very, as you can see, it's not exactly the neatest thing, but who sees that? It's just a bit of relaxation when you're not sure what to do with yourself, and anyone can do it. Kids, adults can do it. So it's really worth having a go, and like I said, just draw around some shapes. Okay, thank you. I hope you really found this useful. Give it a go, and if you want to, I'm going to upload this video onto the YouTube channel, the Lioness Art Club, and thank you for listening.